Hey guys, Psychic Pictures here, and welcome back to more Pokemon FireRed. In the last episode, we got here to Viridian Forest. And in this episode, I actually have to clear up a few things. So, I recorded up until episode 7, but something happened. Episodes 3, 4, and 5 disappeared from my computer. So, I have no idea what happened, but I have to re-record those episodes. And episodes 6 and 7 I need to re-record as well because I want them to be consistent with what I do as progress. So, I actually need to clear up a bunch of other stuff. First, the background. I actually changed it. I was browsing through them and I went, oh, this one looks really cool. So I decided to do that instead of the Pokemon Yellow background I had. Next up, I have 3 Pokemon here, and they're under-leveled from last time. Ringtail here is level 7 and is male. So, there's that. Shell Shocker here is male and level 9. And then we have ourselves a Pidgey here. I caught a Pidgey just so that it would, just so that I can go and use a hidden move later in the game. Actually, is there something in this grass? There's a Pokemon, which leads me to the Pokemon here. First off, we have Weedle, a bug poison type. And this is one of the first bug types that we're actually going to encounter. We're going to encounter a lot of bug types in this forest, because nearly every single trainer is a bug catcher. So, what do we do about that? If you have Charmander, you're not going to have a problem with this. But if you have the other two, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. And here we find a Pokeball. So, Weedle. It's okay. It and Caterpie are good for early game bug types. And honestly, I think Weedle is a little bit better, especially in the later games because its evolution gets a Mega Evolution. But Weedle evolves into Kakuna at level 7. Kakuna in this forest, do not catch them. They only know hard. Catch them when they're a Weedle and level them up. Oh, and Ringtail grew to level 8. Also, Kakuna, if you have a low-level Pokemon and you see a Kakuna in the wild, it's a good punching bag. Because they can't do anything except struggle when they lose all of their ability to do Harden. Because all they do is Harden. Which raises the Pokemon's defense. Kakuna evolves into Beedrill at level 10. And it actually is a very good Pokemon early on. Now, to the other Pokemon. Actually, Beedrill, I haven't had the pleasure of using yet, but I've heard very good things about Beedrill, being that it is one of the best early game bug types you can ever have. So, next up, we have Caterpie. Caterpie is the non-poison type equivalent of Weedle. It doesn't do as much damage as Weedle, and it doesn't have the ability of Poison Sting. So, obviously Weedle's the better choice. I've actually had the chance to raise a Caterpie. Past the 3rd gym, it was next to useless. It evolves at level 7 into Metapod, and again, Again, it only knows the ability Harden in the wild, so raise it from a Caterpie to go and get yourself a Metapod. And I don't know if I said the level it evolves. Caterpie evolves at level 7 into Metapod. And next up, Metapod evolves at level 10 into Butterfree. Butterfree is pretty much Beedrill except weaker. And here we got a potion. I've had the chance to raise a Butterfree, but like I said, after the 3rd gym, it was next to useless. But that's not all the Pokemon we have that we can do here, that we can catch here, sorry. We have the almighty Pikachu. Pikachu does live here in Viridian Forest, so you can catch yourself as many as you want. And I actually don't recommend it. I don't recommend Pikachu whatsoever. I recommend its evolution, but keeping it as a Pikachu for further than level 40, it becomes very difficult. It becomes very difficult to train a Pikachu, in my opinion. Because, in all honesty, all Pikachu does is Thunder Shock. That's it. All it does is Thunder Shock until you get to like level 23 or something like that, where it gets Thunderbolt, and then you use Thunderbolt instead. So, yeah. I don't think that Pikachu is that great of a Pokemon. It evolves with an Evolutionary Stone, first time seeing that, and Evolutionary Stone. The Evolutionary Stone is the Thunderstone. It is an item that you can go and use that actually has certain Pokemon evolve, like Pikachu and a Raichu, and Eevee and a Jolteon. So Pikachu evolves with the Thunderstone into Raichu. Raichu I actually really recommend. But once Pikachu gets Thunderbolt, evolve it right away into Raichu so that you can go and get a powerhouse. Because Raichu is actually very good compared to Pikachu. It is much stronger, much faster, things like that. But you want it to have at least some experience with being a Pikachu. Because if you evolve it right away, it will not learn any other moves by leveling up. So be careful of that. And it's the same with most other Evolutionary Stone users. I think the only exception is like Nidoking and Nidoqueen, honestly. So that's all the Pokemon that we can obtain in this area. I've just been going through fighting trainers, fighting wild Pokemon, and things like that, so it wasn't too interesting to watch if you guys were actually watching instead of listening to my commentary. Oh, come on! Now I have 2 Pokemon Poison. Great. So yeah, this first 9 minutes was just me babbling on. Let's see. Oh, level 10 for Shell Shocker. And he learned Withdraw. That increases its defense. Why'd I say it that way? Defense. What if that was actually a Pokemon? Just the letter D with a fence on it. Defense. Alright, so, yeah, the bug catchers in here are stupid. Because they capture their Kakunas and Metapods in the wild, so all they know is Harden. Alright. And since Harden raises physical defense, I can just use my special attack, Bubble, and pretty much make quick work of him. Oh, come on. 1 HP, really? I If you guys haven't watched my Pokemon Coliseum Let's Play on my Let's Play channel, Psychic Pictures Plays, you'll know how I hate stalling. Because the people always stall. It is so annoying. It's annoying when your Pokemon's poisoned and people just stall. 6, 7, 8, and Ringtail fainted. And my Squirtle's about to faint too, because, yeah, just like 3 more steps and it's dead. Yep, Shell Shocker fainted. So yeah, fun! So I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, I'm back. So, let's continue onward. And, ooh! Found it! That's just a kick in the nuts! Ay. Hi, Loner. I might be a little, but I won't like it if you go easy on me. Most of the time, I'm just gonna fight the trainers around the areas and cut out the ones that are not required, but since these are not too long, and this is an actual dungeon, I'm not going to cut this one out. So let's just go and scratch this Caterpie. It's gonna slow me down, even though Ringtail kind of already is slow. Well, actually, no, I think Ringtail is actually pretty quick. About to use Caterpie again. Level 8. That shouldn't be a Metapod. Okay, keep using String Shot on me. While I'm slower than you. Or have equal speed. I can't remember. Speed? Speed. But, you might be wondering why I'm using Scratch instead of, Low Kick. Because Low Kick's obviously the better move. But Caterpie's a bug type. So, it's resistant against... It doesn't do as much damage to a bug type than a regular old normal type or other type. So, oh, this guy actually kinda is required. Because this is the area that we were just in. So if you don't want to go through as much grass, you can go that way. Oh, something I should mention that I completely forgot about and remembered on my way back is that, remember the grass in Route 2? That's where you can catch Caterpie, Metapod, Weedle, and Kakuna. But not Pikachu. Pikachu is only found in this area. So, if you want a Pikachu, this is pretty much your only chance. Hi. Did you know that Pokemon evolve? Yes, I did. If you have a BUTTERFREE or BUTTERFREE, that'd be cool. Metapod. Oh, our first time seeing a Metapod, too. But, Something I also thought about, just now, is that, Metapod is very rare in FireRed, but is very common in Leaf Green. Same with Kakuna, but opposite. Kakuna is very common in FireRed, and is very rare in Leaf Green, to find in the wild, at least. Right, Caterpie. And my Pokemon are in fighting shape. Jeez. My Pokemon are actually doing really well. Also, one of the reasons I actually got Ringtail was because one of the reasons I got Ringtail in the first place was so that I could go and use him in the fight against the first gym leader. Since that guy is a rock type, fighting types are super effective against him. So that's the main reason why I got Ringtail, but I do have Shell Shocker as well, which goes and pretty much nullifies it. And also makes Ringtail useless for this fight, for the first gym, because, well, there goes the phone. Whoops. Forgot to shut my door. Oh well. Ringtail grew to level 11 and learned Karate Chop. Nice. Oh, I lost. Nice. So I'm gonna switch around Ringtail and Shell Shocker, so that Shell Shocker can actually get some experience. And let's see if we have a Pikachu, please. It's just a Caterpie. Oh, it's a level 5 though. 5 I actually think is the highest level you can get Caterpie. But you actually get more experience from Pokemon if it's used by a trainer, not in the wild. In the wild, I think it's like 3/4 of the amount of experience you would get if it was the same Pokemon but with a trainer, something like that. But this should get it to level 11. Nice. Let's see what's over here. Aha! 1 potion. Sweet. So if your Pokemon are injured, so you can use that. Hi, person. Hey, wait up. What's the hurry? Why the rush? Alright, and he's got 1 Pokemon, Sammy. He sends out Weedle. Level 9. Wow. That's actually pretty high level for this early on in the game. Oh gosh. I knew it. That's why I said, oh gosh. He's using Poison Sting, so it's gonna poison him. Yep. String Shot. Thank you. I would rather be hurt. I'd be hurting over that, but I would rather you use that than Poison Sting at this moment. Shell Shocker is hurt by poison. Oh gosh. Very critical hit, finally. Pointless critical is pointless. Nice. I give, you're good at this. I honestly don't know what to do right now. Because we're right at the end of the dungeon. Shell Shocker's gonna pretty much faint in the next few seconds. And Mankey's just raring for a fight. Actually, I think I'm gonna put Mankey up front and just let Shell Shocker die. Because we're right at the end of the dungeon. We're going to the next town and heal up anyway. Oh, and that's actually that actually makes it completely pointless for me to go back, or use a potion or antidote. Because I don't plan on using any moves that increase that are based on happiness, which if you guys actually don't know, introduced in Generation 3, well, Generation 2, sorry, were happiness evolutions, and this was made in Generation 3 with all the updates that Generations 2 and 3 gave. So, in this game, you can actually increase your happiness level and use moves like Return, that is based on your Pokemon's happiness, and if it's maxed out, it does a lot of damage. I think it's 102. But there's also a counter move for that, which is called Frustration. Frustration is based on the amount that the Pokemon hates you. So if it fully hates you, then it does 102 damage. Alright, but we have made it here to Pewter City, healed up our Pokemon, and we will be going into the gym next episode. So, this has been Psychic Pictures, and I'll see you guys next time.